Hello and welcome to a Lazy Legion Sunday here on Dice Commando. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining me this morning. Now, Legion is a good game, but it's also an amazing hobby. And today I wanted to share a hack, if you will, that I found for doing a quick job on desert terrain, and I've actually even started using it for basing on my Rebel units. As you can see right there, I think it actually looks pretty good. Not only is this stuff about 1/6 the cost of hobby paint, but it also saves me a ton of time and produces what I think are pretty decent results for the time and effort. So I'm talking the Rust-oleum textured paint, specifically the Desert Bisque color, which is this one. This is available at your local hardware store for about $4. Now, 1 or 2 passes is generally sufficient, although in the time since I shot the rest of this video, I've learned that doing a first pass with a white primer actually helps the color to pop even a little bit more. Now, they do have other colors as well, which in theory you could try for other things. But this one just pops to me as being a desert color, which, that's kind of a Star Wars thing, right? So do note, by the way, though, that as I've looked at some of those others, they're not all matte. This one is matte, but not all of them are. So just if you are looking at different colors, make sure that, you're wanting a shiny if you're picking a shiny. So just be careful there. So anyway, join me today as I walk through the test that I did a little bit ago and show off the final results. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey folks, welcome to Dice Commando. So today, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm testing out this. So what it's supposed to look like, see if I can get it nice in there. What it's supposed to look like is what it looks like on the cap, right? There's kind of a texture. It's like a sandy color. Specifically, this one is a rich and elegant textured finish, right? So what we're going to do, I have this. This is an Imperial Terrain print, 3D printed. This will, see, I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, we'll put it back together. But this is going to be a terrain piece at Gongai. They 3D printed it for us. So I'm giving this a test. So what we'll do is we'll paint this up, and then we'll let it dry. We'll come back, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? The whole idea here is that trying to do quick and easy terrain that doesn't cost, right? This can right here costs $6.25 or something like, whatever, 57, whatever the Home Depot change thing is. But so, let's see how it goes. Kind of chunky. We will, I don't know, it's all a learning experience. Definitely not like normal spray paint for sure. I gotta get on the other side. All right, so you can see while this is drying, it's kind of different. It's definitely different than normal spray paint. It's kind of like chunkier and almost like a sludge, which, I mean, it's supposed to be textured, so I mean that kind of makes sense, right? So we will see what it looks like when it dries. I wouldn't be shocked if I have to come back with another coat here. I mean, hey, this could completely fail, or it could look awesome. I don't know. We'll have to see. I do see already. Actually, let's take this out here. I do see already on some of the corners, it looks like some of the corners, like the edges, like you can see right here, right? You can see the black coming through. So maybe I should have primed this first, but then that kind of defeats the point of this test. So I don't know, we will have to see, but you can see how it kind of looks sludgy, right? So yeah, guys, I don't know. We'll let it do its thing, and we'll find out, I think. All right, folks, so it's been a little more than 24 hours. I gave the paint time to dry as per the directions on the can, and then I went ahead and gave it a little love. My two 12th boys are holding down position, but Boba's coming around the corner and he's ready to take them out. But we're not here about the story. We're here to look at this guy. So yeah, let's see if we can get it to focus real good here. There we go. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. Now, we did talk last night about how some of the black edges were coming through. That was a thing. I do think that if you were going for, I actually think it's okay, to be honest. Kind of gives it like an edge highlighting look, but it would depend, I think, on what you were going for personally. Let me put it down here so we can spin it. But it definitely looks sandy and rough. And you could go through and wash it. Just for reference, on those two spots, I put Agrax Earth Shade. So you could do like that wash. You could do like a sepia wash if you wanted to in areas. But yeah, overall, it's not, as nice as like something that you would use to base your miniatures. And by that, I mean like, their standing base, the thing they stand on. So I wouldn't necessarily do, I guess you could do it for your miniatures. I wouldn't do it for that though. But, covering this whole thing, which is a large piece of area for your terrain, I think it does a pretty good job, right? Again, just putting it in context, it's like $6, yeah, basically $6. A can of hobby paints, 20 usually, US, I'm talking. So yeah, I don't know. I think it was a success. Now they do have a bunch of other colors you could try. I was trying to see if they had one that was like Genosis, so you could do, like those, like rock spires or something, nice and easy. Yeah, but anyway, that's the finished results. I think, say what you will about my painting skills and stuff like that, but I think the base of this test, I think it's pretty successful, right? I think you could paint a whole table of this and it would look like, what you wanted Mos Eisley to look like. So yeah. Now, one thing I did, I didn't take much care. I just kind of painted the whole thing. So you can see those pipes are a little rough. I think it actually works for the pipes, but like that box there on the side. I think what I'd want to do in the future is just kind of use my finger and maybe a cloth or something, kind of wipe off kind of some of the grit, but try and leave some of the color. And then you can just paint over it. But yeah, overall, like, you can see there on the panel, I think that looks okay. I just put silver down and then did we'll call it, that was the orange Griff Terror or whatever it was, the contrast paint from GW. So I don't know, like I said, I think it looks pretty good. I think for the cost to pump out a whole bunch of terrain, I think, honestly, I think it's probably the way to go. So anyway, just a fun little video, information video. Like I said, I was doing an experiment, figured I'd shoot it. And I think it worked. So anyway, thanks for joining me, folks. Go Commando.